In today's video, I want to share with you how to change your self-concept or your identity or your personality. So, what is self-concept? Let's first define what is self-concept. So, your self-concept is how you view yourself, how you see yourself, and what you believe to be true about yourself. Now, you as a business owner or entrepreneur, you either see yourself as successful or you see yourself as struggling. Now, you cannot serve two masters. So I'm asking you, how do you see yourself? Do you see yourself as someone who is struggling? Do you see yourself as someone who is waiting for your results? Do you see yourself as someone having to try all these different things? Or do you see yourself as someone who is already successful? Do you see yourself as someone who is now wealthy and abundant? Because how you see yourself will determine your results. So if you are a little bit confused, just have a look at your results. Take a moment and have a look at your results. Your results will tell you exactly where you are. So if you are struggling to increase your income, it means that you see yourself as struggling. If you are trying to become, a success and achieve your goals, it means that you see yourself as struggling. Now, the beautiful thing is when you see yourself as already successful, your 3D reality will reflect the change. Now, conditions, the environment, people will now make it so. As Neville Goddard said, when you change your conception of yourself, your entire world will change automatically. Do not try to change people. They are only messengers telling you who you are. So in other words, your external reality is just a reflection of who you are. So my question to you is, who do you see yourself as? Do you see yourself as struggling or successful? And I want you to be honest, because if you're going to be honest, man, you are going to have a huge breakthrough, because you are now saying that, you know what? It's no use being in denial. I actually do see myself as successful, or I see myself as struggling. But I'm going to show you how to change your self-concept, because when you change your self-concept, your entire world will change automatically. Why is that? Is because your world is just a reflection of your mind. It's simply a reflection of how you see yourself at the moment. So when you change how you see yourself and what you believe to be true about yourself, boom, your entire world then changes. Isn't that freaking awesome? That's good news if you ask me. So now, how do you change your self-concept? So it's very important to understand who you are. So if I had to ask you, who are you? Or you asking me, who am I? So I know that I am not only my name, because I can become aware of my name. I am also not my body, because I can become aware of my body. I'm also not my thoughts and my feelings, and I can become aware of my thoughts and my feelings. So the awareness, I am actually the awareness. So in other words, I am the observer of my body. I can watch my body. I can just observe my body. I can become aware of my body. So I am that awareness. Now that awareness is infinite and it's limitless and it's already perfect, whole and complete. So that's who I am, right? This awareness is also synonymous with consciousness, with God, with universe. So whatever term you actually want to label it as, that is you, or the I am. And that awareness is within you and around you. So it's not outside of you. It's already within you and around you. That's who you are. So I just demonstrated to you that you can become aware of your name, your body, your thoughts, and your feelings. So that's how you know that you are not your thoughts and your feelings. So who you are a spiritual being, okay, and you are having a human experience. A human experience. Okay, right. So now spiritual is also synonymous with 5D. So you're a 5D being, right? You exist in 3 planes. You exist in the 5D, the 4D, whoopsie, let's just change that. The 5D, the 4D, and the 3D. So the 5D is your spiritual nature, your awareness. And you can access your spiritual nature, your awareness, with meditation or simply by becoming aware. So if I am asking you right now, just watch your body. I want you to observe your body. Become aware. Now I want you to watch your thoughts. Watch your emotions. Just become aware. So by you doing that, you actually are now present. You are literally experiencing your true nature. So you don't necessarily have to close your eyes to experience this. You can literally just take a moment and watch your body. And then furthermore, you can then expand your awareness as big as the room, your home, town, the world, now the universe, as big as the galaxy, and just expand it as far as you can. And now you can even get to ask questions while you're here, because you can have a lot of downloads. But you have to understand that you are infinite and you are limitless. So if you have any questions, you can ask when you access your true nature, which is your awareness, right? So you want to make sure you access your true nature on a daily basis, because this is who you are, right? You are a spiritual being having a human experience. Now, in order for you to manifest any desire, you need to access your 4D nature, which is your mind or your imagination. Because your mind and your imagination is the cause. So it's like the factory. That's where things are made, right? So if your favorite food is chicken or fish, you know that there is a factory where they manufacture, certain ingredients to make the chicken and the fish taste nice. Now think about your mind, your imagination as the factory. So whatever you want, whatever desire you have, you first have to go to the factory, which is your mind, your imagination, because this is the cause. That's where the party is at. That's where things are happening, right? And then the 3D is basically just your reality. It's your world, your reality, and everything that you can see is the 3D, your reality, and it's also the effect. It's the world of effect. So whatever happens in your mind basically get pushed out into your 3D reality, which is your effect. So think about your 3D reality as a mirror. So when you go to the mirror is going to show you who you are, right? So if I go to the mirror right now and I want the mirror to show me a black t-shirt, the mirror is not going to do that. Do you know why? Because the mirror only shows me who I am. You see? So even if I fight with the mirror and I say, no, I have a black t-shirt, I have a black t-shirt, I have a black shirt, I have a black t-shirt, I have a black, the mirror is just going to look at me and say, yo, bro, I'm just a reflection. If you want me to show you a black t-shirt, go into your closet, and then put on a black t-shirt, come back, and then I will reflect that change. Now, this is exactly the same with your world as well. A lot of people are fighting with their 3D reality. A lot of people are afraid of their 3D reality. A lot of people don't want to face their 3D reality. The 3D reality is only an effect. It only shows you who you are. So if you want to see a change, All you need to do is go in your mind, in your imagination, and accept that you are now the person who has your desire. And you remain faithful to this mindset, and your 3D then reflects your new mindset. So you don't have to fight with the 3D. If you have a business, you don't have to reach out to all these clients and all that stuff and do all these things. All you need to do is just shift your mindset to being a successful business owner. When you shift your mindset to being a successful business owner, you will now be inspired. You'll get a lot of ideas. You'll, find ways to share value. Because now you are actually shifted your identity, your personality from a struggling business owner to a successful business owner. The point that I want to make is that in order for you to manifest any desire, you first have to go into your 4D, which is your mind. You exist in 3 planes. You exist in the 5D, which is your true nature. You exist in the 4D, which is your mind, and you exist in the 3D, which is your body and the world that you can see around you. So in order for you to shift your self-concept, you first have to go into your mind, into your imagination. Are you with me? Okay, good. Awesome. I'm glad that you're with me, right? It's very important for you to understand that your 4D is the cause and your 3D is the effect. So if you want perfect health, you first have to go into your mind, into your imagination. And you have to see yourself as a person who is already perfectly healthy. And you have to stick to that. That's what I did. I used to complain about my eyes, my back, my feet, my teeth. All I did was just go into my imagination and I saw myself as already perfectly healthy. And I remained faithful to this assumption. And every day I reminded myself that I'm perfectly healthy. I'm perfectly healthy. Every day and everywhere I'm getting perfectly healthy. I am perfectly healthy. Gabriel, you are perfectly healthy. Whenever you walk, talk, sleep, eat, breathe, you are perfectly healthy. Every day and everywhere you're getting perfectly healthy. And within 3 weeks, boom, my eyesight completely shifted from, I was told I was supposed to wear glasses. That's what I was told by the experts, right? But then I used the law of assumption. Now, what is the law of assumption? The law of assumption states whatever you assume to be true in your mind, the cause, whatever you assume to be true in your mind, the cause, your imagination, will be true for you in your reality. The 3D, the effect. So the 3D is a mirror. So if I go to the mirror and I say, mirror, show me a black t-shirt, it's not going to do that. I need to change my t-shirt. I need to go into my closet, put in a black t-shirt, go back to the mirror, and then the mirror shows me the change. Are you with me? It's very important because when you actually can conceptualize what I'm telling you, you will become a master at manifesting because you are no longer going to worry about the 3D. Listen, man, you don't have to try to manipulate anyone in the 3D. You don't have to try to change anyone in the 3D. If your partner is acting strange, you don't have to tell your partner to change, to start acting differently. All you need to do is just go in your imagination and see your partner as blissful. And your partner will reflect that change. If you are struggling, you don't have to manipulate anyone or anything in the 3D. All you need to do is just go in your imagination and see yourself as already successful. And that will reflect the change. Because if you can get this, then boom, everything changes. Why? Because your 4D nature is the cause. It's the factory. That is where everything is made. Your 3D nature is the effect. Now this, your 5D nature is basically just your spiritual nature. It's oneness, it's universe, it's God. That's really who you are. And you need to make sure that you just take time to be, because you are a human being. In other words, you're a spiritual being having human experience. So you want to just chill, be still, and know that you are God, you are universe, you are the I am. It's very important to take time just to chill in your 5D nature. I've showed you how to do that. All you do is just become aware of your awareness. How do you become aware of your awareness? Just become aware of your body. Just watch your body. Become aware of your body. Now go into your heart. I just want you to feel your heart. Take your hand, feel your heart right now. Okay, just relax into your heart. Now I want you to become aware of your body. Now this awareness, I want you just to expand your awareness as big as the room. Right? Now expand it as big as your town. Expand it as big as the city. Now your country. Okay, the world. Now as big as the galaxy. As big as the universe. Now I want you to expand it as far as you can and see if you can find an end or beginning. Go as far as you can. See if you can find an end and beginning. Expand it. Now, whilst you're in this presence, I want you to ask this presence, who am I? Repeat after me and say, who am I? And notice what comes up. Now ask this presence, what am I? And notice what comes up. Now that presence, that awareness, that observation, that is you. That's your true identity, your true nature. You are a spiritual being having a human experience. So you exist in 3 planes. 5D, spiritual. 4D, your mind, imagination. 3D, your reality. Right? So in order for you to change your self-concept, you need to first go into your mind, your imagination, which is the cause. And how you do that is by becoming clear. You have to ask yourself, okay, what do I really, really want? I'm asking you, what do you really, really want? So if your desire is to become a successful, thriving business owner or entrepreneur, so you have to understand, in your mind, in your imagination, there are infinite self-concepts, there are infinite identities, there are infinite states. So there's a millionaire you, a billionaire you, trillionaire you, there's a struggling you, a poor you, there's a unhealthy you, a healthy you, there's a successful you, an unsuccessful you, there is a glowing you, awesome you, there's a blissful you, a depressed you. So there are infinite identities in your mind right now. So whatever you can imagine already exists. So now in this case, you want to shift into a successful and thriving business owner. Okay, so what I want you to do now is just imagine that you are already a successful and thriving business owner. I just want you to imagine, just pretend that you're already successful. Now, as you are imagining and pretending that you are already successful, now what are your, okay, where we can write this, okay. What are your thoughts? How are you now thinking? Your thoughts. And what are your feelings? Okay. What are your actions? Okay. What are your new beliefs? Okay. And what are you now focusing on? Okay. See, all this makes up your identity or your self-concept or your frequency, all that. Now, my question to you is, now that you are a successful, thriving business owner, how are you thinking? What are your new thoughts? Are you thinking of, oh, I don't have enough, I can't afford it, oh, like where's the clients? Why is it so hard to actually attract clients? Why is it so hard to attract money? What are your new thoughts now that you're a successful business owner? Your new thoughts is now that, oh, awesome, like another client. Oh, like, oh man, we had the best day ever. Oh, we so like freaking busy. Our business is booming. What the hell? I don't even have time to go out for a walk. I'm so freaking busy. And how are you feeling? How are you feeling? What are your feelings? You're feeling grateful. You're feeling excited. You're feeling fulfilled because now you get to actually serve, right? So what are your actions? Your actions, you just want to go the extra mile for your clients. You just want to tell them that, hey, listen here, this is only the beginning. This is only the beginning. It's only going to get better and better. You now celebrate their success, right? What are your beliefs? Your beliefs are now that you are worthy of success. You are good enough to be successful. You deserve success. And you know that everything always works out for you and you always have more than enough. You now believe in yourself. You no longer doubt yourself. And what are you now focusing on? You are now focusing on growth, expansion, and making a change. You just want to serve. You just want to you're like, yo. You are successful, thriving business owner now. You're no longer focusing on politics. You're no longer focusing on celebrity gossip. You're no longer focusing on all the BS that no longer serve you. You're only focusing on serving, on things that actually really matter to you, right? Your thoughts, your feelings, your actions, your beliefs are now incongruent with being a successful business owner. So you have now chosen to be a successful, thriving business owner by selecting that in your mind. Now your job is now to remain faithful to this identity. You cannot be wishy-washy. You cannot contradict yourself. You can't be in and out. Remember, you can only serve one master. So you can't say that, oh no, I am a successful and thriving business owner. I'm a successful and a thriving entrepreneur. And then later on, you complain about not having clients. You complain about not having money. That is not being consistent. That is not remaining faithful. You have to remain faithful. It's like you're watering a plant. You know, when you want that plant to flourish, you have to water it every day. Or think about if you have children. Remember when you had a child, you have to nurture your child, make sure that they actually well fed. Similarly with your self-concept, you need to feed it every day. You need to nurture it every day. How do you do that? Is by feeding it your new desired thoughts, feeding it your new feelings, feeding it your new actions, feeding it your new beliefs, feeding it your new focus. And how you do that is by closing your eyes and imagining that you are already a thriving business. You imagine like you had the most successful day. You imagine that you are so busy. You don't even have time to go out for a walk. You're just imagining that, clients give you so much awesome feedback. You're actually imagining that you're having a meeting with your accountant and your accountant tells you, yo, what the hell happened to you? You literally had your best year ever. So you're imagining all these things and you're living from the place of already, check here, already being a successful, thriving business owner. So my question to you is, if you had to be a successful, thriving business owner right now, how will you think? How will you feel? How will you act? How will you believe? What will you focus on? And this is what you do in your mind, in your imagination. So what I encourage you to do every morning for 15 minutes, I just want you to imagine that you are now a successful entrepreneur in the mornings and in the evenings, just before you go to bed for 15 minutes, as well, right? I would have done this with you, but it's going to take so much time. But I'm giving you everything that you need. I'm not holding anything back. I'm giving you everything that you need. I'm not holding anything back. I'm not like the other YouTubers that only tells you what you need to know. I'm telling you what you need to know and what you need to do. That's why I'm telling you that in the morning, for 15 minutes, you're going to close your eyes. You're going to take a few deep breaths, right? The reason why you're taking deep breaths because you want to switch your brain waves from beta to alpha. Alpha is the relaxed state where you're going to be nice and relaxed. So you're going to take a few deep breaths in and out for about, say, 6 rounds. And then afterwards, you're just going to imagine that you are now a successful, thriving entrepreneur. You're going to imagine that you had your best year ever. You're going to imagine that you have conversations with your accountant. Your accountant tells you, big words. You're going to imagine receiving all these awesome feedback from your clients. And you're going to do that every single day. Now, let me tell you what's going to happen. When you do this every single day, you are now activating neuroplasticity. What is neuroplasticity? It's your brain's ability to rewire itself. So what you're going to do is now you're going to reprogram your subconscious mind. And when you reprogram your subconscious mind, it's now going to shift you to the successful, thriving business owner. Because whenever you imagine, your brain and your body does not know whether it's real or imagined. It actually thinks that you are a successful, thriving business owner. You are a successful, thriving entrepreneur. So you do that every single day, 15 minutes in the morning, 15 minutes in the evening, and throughout the day, you remain faithful to that. Now, how do you remain faithful? That's a good question. That's a good question. You're asking very good question. How do you remain faithful? By being grateful. Gratitude. You just have to be grateful because gratitude is the ultimate state of receivership. Gratitude is the ultimate state of receivership. If I give you something right now, the first thing you're going to say is, you got it. Thank you. Right? So when you express your gratitude for already being a successful, thriving business owner, you are telling yourself that it's already a done deal. And that's how you remain faithful. That's how you sustain your new self-concept. Because remember, you have to feed this new identity. You have to feed this new state. You have to feed this new self-concept. And how you feed this new self-concept is by remaining grateful. No more wavering. No more contradicting yourself. No more in and out. No more wishy-washy. Because I believe in you. You've got what it takes, man. The mere fact that you're watching this video means that you've got what it takes. I believe in you, even if you don't believe in yourself. I believe in you, right? You're going to remain faithful. You're going to think the new thoughts of a successful, thriving business owner. Feel the new feelings. Act those actions. Believe, focus, and just remain faithful. Just think as though you are already a successful, thriving business owner. That's it. So now let us recap. Okay, we're going to recap how to change your self-concept. So basically, very important, the first step that I shared with you is you have to understand who you are. You are a spiritual being having a human experience, which is just your presence, your awareness, your observation. You can call that God, universe, spirit, whatever you want to call it. That is your true identity. It's just like you are not the car. You are the driver of the car. You're also not the body. You are the spirit in the body. So you're a spirit in a body, right? The body is like a rental car. So when you go on holiday, you rent the car, and then when you're done with your vacation, you give the car back. You know that you're not the car. Now this body is also a rental car. You're going to hand it in soon. You don't die, the body dies. You don't die, the body dies. The reason why you don't die is because you're infinite. You're limitless. You're the spirit in the body. That's who you are, right? Okay, awesome. So you're a spiritual being having human experience, or a 5D being. Okay? And then you also have your 4D, which is your mind, your imagination. That's the factory. That's cause. That is where the magic happens. So in order for you to shift your self-concept, you have to see yourself in your mind as already being a successful business owner. You have to meditate, do the visualizations every day, right? And then remain faithful to this new self, which is by gratitude. And then 3D, your 3D is now going to reflect your new mindset. And then all you need to do is just feed this new self-concept by your thoughts, feelings, actions, beliefs, and focus. That's it. That's how you change your self-concept. It's the only video that you need. And when you apply all these steps, you will shift your self-concept. And as Neville Goddard said, when you change your conception of yourself, your entire world will change automatically. Do not try to change people. They are only messengers telling you who you are. Revalue yourself and they will confirm the change. Let me tell you, Neville Goddard did not lie, because I used to struggle to take my telecoms business to $1 million. I struggled for nearly 3 years, and I got a coach, worked with a coach, and the coach said, Gabriel, the reason why you're struggling is because you do not see yourself as $1 million business owner. I was like, whoa, such a light bulb moment. I'm like, yeah, he's right. I actually saw myself as a 300K business owner. I saw myself as struggling. That's why I was struggling for nearly 3 years. He said, all you need to do, Gabriel, is see yourself as an already $1 million business owner, even though you don't see the funds in your account, even though you don't see the results in your business. All you need to do, you first have to become the version of yourself who has your desire. In other words, Gabriel, you first have to become the $1 million business owner in your mind. Why? Because your mind is the cause. Your mind is the cause. That's where the magic happens. And when you remain faithful to your mind, how do you remain faithful? By being grateful. Your 3D reality then reflects your new mind, just like a mirror. A mirror reflects who you are. So you just have to remain faithful to this new state, self-concept. Your 3D then reflects your new mindset. Isn't that wonderful? Absolutely. And so the reason why I'm sharing that with you is because if it can happen to me, it can happen to you as well. And I believe in you, because I know you got what it takes. There's a lot of great things that you've done, and this is going to be one of them. So if you, an entrepreneur, a business owner, or a sales professional, and if you need help to shift your self-concept, we offer one-on-one coaching. So you can book a free mindset clarity call with us. Book a free call, and then we will have a conversation and find out exactly what is stopping you from shifting your self-concept or achieving your goals. Okay, so all the details will be below. And furthermore, we still have our special, which will give you 70% on our money bundle. So if you want guided meditations to make you feel and experience what it is to be successful and thriving now, you can purchase our money bundle. It has a lot of meditations, courses, even a self-concept course as well. Everything that you need is there as well. So it's 70% off for you. Again, all the details will be in description. And having said that, thank you so much for your time. I appreciate you, and I am asking you right now, what is your biggest takeaway? What have you learned, and what is your biggest takeaway for today's video? Keep smiling, and I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.